Should you ever look through your partner's phone? A question that has been the subject of numerous intense debates and discussions, awakening a plethora of thoughts and emotions within people. The answer, however, is not as straightforward or binary as one might assume. It's more of a gray area, teeming with a multitude of variables, intricate dynamics, and subtle nuances. According to an enlightening article found on the Thriving Center of Psychology's insightful blog, the act of rummaging through a partner's phone can potentially trigger detrimental repercussions for a relationship. It's often seen as an unwelcome invasion of privacy, a severe breach of trust, and a blatant disregard for personal boundaries. This intriguing article further elucidates that studies have shown that a surprisingly large number of people candidly admit to covertly spying on their partner's private text messages without obtaining their explicit consent. While there may be occasional instances where consent is granted to peruse through a phone in an earnest attempt to rebuild the fragile threads of trust, it is generally not regarded as a healthy or advisable practice. The act of snooping can instigate feelings of violation, resentment, and betrayal, which can potentially be a deal-breaker for certain individuals who value their privacy and autonomy. It is of utmost importance to explore alternative routes to address relationship concerns, and open, honest, and respectful communication with your partner is key. Trust, after all, is a cardinal cornerstone in any relationship, and the act of snooping is a glaring indicator of its absence. If there are lurking suspicions or doubts of infidelity, it is always preferable to seek out other ways to address these underlying issues. The mere capability to snoop and the explicit permission to look through a partner's phone are two distinctly different scenarios. The very presence of temptations to snoop can be a red flag signaling deeper, unresolved issues within the relationship. The potential fallout of such actions can be severe, even catastrophic. The act of rifling through a partner's phone could very well lead to the abrupt termination of a relationship, either due to the phone owner feeling profoundly betrayed, or because the relationship was inherently unstable or frail to begin with. The issue of snooping raises critical questions about privacy, trust, and respect, and can cast a dark shadow on the relationship, tarnishing it irreparably. It's essential to establish and maintain healthy boundaries, ensuring that each person's privacy is respected and valued. Routinely rifling through a partner's phone or obsessively monitoring their digital activity can be a worrisome sign of controlling, possessive, and potentially abusive behavior. On an entirely separate note, a fascinating study was conducted by Cell and was reported by Vice News, which reveals a surprising statistic. The research found that as many as 1 in 5 individuals have a tendency to check their phones during their most intimate moments. This is a startling revelation, showing how deeply ingrained our technological habits have become. It has been observed that this behavior, which may seem innocent or inconsequential at first glance, can actually lead to a significant emotional disconnect between partners. It's an unfortunate outcome that can slowly erode the foundations of human connections in a relationship. The study further elaborates how this constant need for digital attention often stems from underlying psychological issues, which can range from anxiety to a need for constant validation, or simply into technology. It is an alarming trend that is spreading across all age groups and all demographics. The constant pinging of notifications, the endless scroll of social feeds, and the pressure to respond immediately to messages all contribute to this sense of urgency. There's a constant fear of missing out, and it's this fear that often leads to individuals reaching for their phones, even during those intimate moments. To combat this pervasive issue, experts suggest several remedies. One approach is to address the psychological issues that may be driving this behavior. If the underlying cause is anxiety, for instance, cognitive behavioral therapy or other forms of counseling may be beneficial. This can help individuals understand their behavior better and learn healthier coping mechanisms. Another strategy is to set screen time limits. This can be done manually or through various apps that track and limit screen time. By setting these boundaries, individuals can start to regain control over their digital habits and prioritize their interpersonal relationships over their online presence. Perhaps the most crucial takeaway from the study, however, is the importance of communication in a relationship. Communication both in and outside of the bedroom is key to maintaining a healthy and fulfilling love life. This doesn't just mean talking about the day-to-day details, but also discussing deeper, more emotional topics. It means being open and honest about feelings, fears, and expectations. To sum it all up, It's essential to respect your partner's privacy and maintain open communication in your relationship. Trust is the foundation of any successful relationship, and snooping or obsessing over your partner's digital activity can be harmful. Instead, the focus should be on fostering emotional intimacy and building a strong, trusting bond with your partner. It's about connection and understanding, about listening and respecting. It's about finding a balance and prioritizing what truly matters.